I'm popping my knuckles. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of the stream, wait, wait. As you can tell by the title of the stream, guys, I'll be talking about a certain topic. Also yeah, I'll be talking about a certain topic. One that I've been planning to talk about for a while now, but always constantly delayed because of reasons like people deciding to say they change. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do this, but then they go back at doing it. So I'm finally just gonna make this video for once in my life. Because there's a lot of my friends that are suffering because of drama and people lying to other people, and I'm kind of like crossing the line at this point. There's like so many people I can count, like not count on my hand because you only have like 10 fingers, 5 on each hand. There's like so many friends that are like going through drama and no one's like telling them what to look out for. I'm sorry if my internet keeps cutting in and cutting out. I can't do much about it because my internet is kind of faulty. Yeah, my internet is kind of faulty at times, so I'm really sorry that that's happening. I don't know how to fix it. Stop cutting in and cutting out. I'm not doing much. The only thing I have open is my Discord. Maybe I should close that. But I swear. Something's going on. Um. Oh, it's jamming. Okay, so basically what I've realized is that every time when I get onto Discord, I get a couple messages from my friends and they sound down. I'm like, "Okay, what's wrong? Did something happen? Did did someone break something? Did someone like I don't know. Did someone do something?" And I just have to sit here waiting for like them to answer, but they're like, it's too much drama. I don't want to drag you into it. You already have so much on your hands. And I'm like, boy, you better answer me because I want to help. But of course, my friends have this tendency of like saying they don't want to tell me. And so I have to just sit there and ponder what's going on. So I'm going to tell you guys, it's okay, Jamie. You do what is best for you. Basically, guys, take this as a video live stream on step by step of how to see if someone is lying to you, someone's manipulating a conversation with you, like something like that. Now, I'm going to be using past experiences from myself and friends that I have. So if you hear me saying some of my friends' names, don't go after them just because they went through something that is similar to you and they had help settling it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about the law. I do know that I can easily break the law because of certain things. But I taught myself never to break the law because that is gonna end up hurting people. It's kind of like criminals. They constantly break the law because they don't have anything to do with their life. But basically every time I go on a Discord, my friends are fighting. Some of my friends are fighting about something. They're fighting about how one person lied to them and another person lied, and it goes on. I just got in a call a couple of minutes ago with two of my friends. I'm not going to tell their names. They probably know who they are because I just got into a call a couple of minutes ago with them before I started the stream. But they told me how these two people are saying some shit about one of them. Like the guy was telling me like, "Hey, this person is saying they're going to kill themselves and blaming me for it." And there were so many times that this one chick I know named Bethany, everyone knows Bethany at this point. Jamie should know, Sarah should know, Kayla probably knows, but I don't know. But she always said how someone, excuse my language, raped her or tried to do sexual actions with her. It's the same deal with this other guy, except the girl is taking it so extreme to the point that the guy feels like he can't defend himself. He asks his friends to not help him. Legit, I am mad that he's not letting me help him. I am mad. But I have to respect that. But I can help in one little way. I can help by telling you guys how to how to basically how to point out if someone's lying to you. Point out how someone is being like manipulative of the chat. Jamie went through the same ordeal because Bethany's friend tried to turn Beth against Jamie. I'm gonna use this as an example. If Jamie gets upset at me for using this example, I apologize. But it's the best example of manipulation and editing. So what this girl did was when Jamie was asking to hang out with her like friends, because I always ask to hang out with my friends, so of course when a person asks to go hang out with a friend is like, hey, can I hang out with you if that's okay? And they're being friends. Friends say I love you to each other. Friends say they care for one another. Like that type of thing. People do that, right? Well, Bethany is the type of person that will listen to her closest friend over someone that she loves. That's what I've realized. She will listen to someone else that's a total stranger. It's her like one of her closest friends, so of course Beth will listen. But the thing is, Bethany, okay, I don't know if I can actually pull this up because I lost the chat, but she sent a screenshot that her friend took to me as evidence of Jamie trying to cheat on her. Except when I took one closer look at it, I knew that the girl deleted her messages to make it look like Jamie was trying to flirt with her. But there's always a but in situations like this. The text symbolized that Jamie doesn't like to give up. Yeah, Beth doesn't like giving both sides of the story. But I realized that Jamie's chat looked like he was responding to questions and responding to what the girl was telling him. So she forged evidence and sent it to Beth, and since Beth has this tendency of like automatically putting girlfriend cheated or boyfriend cheated on me, I need to immediately start attacking this person because how I feel. And that's what Beth does. I realized that she does that because she did it to my friend Dom. She did it to Tony once. I found out that she did it to Tony once. Ha! She did it to Delta. Elemental wants Delta dead, but I don't because I never wish death on anyone. Except for Lapis, because fuck you, Lapis. You made my life a hell. But basically, Beth does this thing where she doesn't look at the evidence. She only like nitpicks like pieces out of it. Like look at specific pieces that pop out to her. I'm the type of person that will look through the evidence fully, look at the time stamps, look at when they posted it, look at the time zone they're in, ask because I know where Beth lives and her friend lives in the same area that she is, so I check the time zone. Jamie lives all the way in the UK. So I know that he will be typing slower because he probably would be dozing off. I'm sorry I'm using he. I should be using she. I am really bad at like pointing out because I listen to the person's voice. I'm like, is that a he? I'm not really good with like saying they, them, she, him pronouns. I'm really sorry if this offends anyone, but basically, she will go out of her way. The girl went out of her way to forge evidence to get Jamie attacked. I don't know why this girl had a vendetta for Jamie out of no freaking where, but she did. And when I came in the picture, I'm like, here's the cold hard truth, Bethany. Your friend lied to you. Look at the evidence again, my dude. Jamie legit looks like he was responding to the conversation. He was talking to her, and after the conversation was over, she deleted all of her messages and took a picture of those messages, making it look like Jamie lied. That is forging evidence. And if I looked up in California rules, and I think everywhere else is the same thing with this rule, you never give a police officer forged evidence. You never get the court forged evidence, because you will be held accountable for someone getting placed in jail for your crimes. There was many times where someone tried to forge evidence, like a criminal tried to forge evidence to get the pin off their chest, and a person got killed because of that person's forgery. And guess what? The person, when they found out the guy was innocent and they killed the guy that did the murder. I'm sorry, I'm stuffing out. I'm sick, so don't blame me for my sickness. But basically, I can't breathe from my nose. But basically, you will get put in jail at the most severe if, because of you forging evidence and the person gets killed for your crime, you will be immediately punished with the most highest, like, thing. That's what I looked up. Don't quote me on this. Google can't be quoted on shit. But police officer, my family been in the military and police force, that if you forge evidence, you'll be charged more than you should have. If you are charged with like forging evidence of someone raping you and you consented about it, but you forged evidence that you didn't consent, the person will be sent in jail. But if the police officer, because police officers always does this, they get both sides of the story. This is why in cop shows you always see the cops asking the criminal, even though you're like, that's the criminal right there, they ask the person that's being accused for murder, and yeah, death penalty is the legit highest, but the person will like tell their side of the story, and the police officer has to put pieces together, and when they realize that the person is lying, the person will be charged with forging evidence, because police officers will look at the information from both sides of the story, find the middle ground, get the place in time, and sometimes the police officer will find out, or the court will find out that you forged evidence for anything, because they prefer no one get charged if they never did the actual crime. If the person is just like an innocent person but being charged for something they didn't do, the person that is lying to the court and getting the person like arrested will be charged a little more higher than they should have. Sometimes a murderer that murdered someone but ended up getting someone like killed or sent to jail, the murderer might end up having the death penalty or something. I don't know. I still have to look these informations up. But do never ever forge evidence because it will be used back at you, showing that you lied to these people, you lied to the person that you trust because you forged evidence. This is why police officers prefer to have full, cold, hard proof evidence to show that they did this. Heck, at this point, in my friend's server, that she gave me a server leader over to help her, I made a rule specifically for this. I can read the rule out and I can show you on screen right now. I can go to their server because I was the one that's editing the rules. So let me just turn this on real quick. Okay, so here's the rule chat. As you can tell, plain and simple rules, 9 rules, easy peasy lemon squeezy to keep track of. Here's the thing, I stated in the rules, let me read them through. Do not swear unless it's in a certain chat. I can't spell certain. Rule 2, make sure when you feel uncomfortable, tell a person that is making you feel uncomfortable, but we're going to skip that to Rule 3. Rule 3 is the main thing that I want to put in every server that I own. Rule 3, get both sides of the story when someone comes to you about someone doing something / doing uncomfortable things, because if you don't, you might get someone that did nothing wrong in trouble. No, don't falsely claim someone if they did nothing wrong at all. That is why that rule is number 3 on the list, because forging evidence will get you more in trouble than you were trying to get the person in trouble for. Let me look for the other rule that I placed in here. No. Oh, wait. Rule 6. If you see an owner abusing their power, show another owner screenshot / recording of the owner abusing power. No copying and pasting text, no fake recordings, no faking screenshots. That is one of the other rules that I like to keep people reminded of, because that rule is really important, because those 2 rules are so important, because one, you can't forge evidence about someone abusing power. If you forge evidence, and people will find out that that person did nothing wrong, the people that are owners will go after you and make you say the truth, and you'll be in trouble and punished for your actions. No one will care if you try to say that I did it on purpose to blah blah blah. No one will care because you were caught lying, and people don't like talking to liars. No one does. This is why 3 people are permanently banned from my server, and those 3 people are Bethany, Lapis, and Delta, because they were all caught lying, caught forging evidence, and caught spreading rumors and lies. Oh wait, I just said lies 2 times though. But lying is really bad, because you'll end up getting in trouble and another person in trouble for your mistakes. Now, that's the reason why I made specific people in my server. I made Drake a leader, because I trust the frick out of Drake, because he's my brother and I trust him. Elemental is one of my other friends. He is a full-fledged adult. But there's another thing. My mom's Discord is in the server. You may be wondering, why did you put your mom in your Discord server? Why did you do that? The reason why I did... Hello, phone, but ignore that. I'm gonna ignore it because I'm not allowed to answer the phone at all. Because stranger danger! But the reason why I added my mom into the server is because I asked her permission to help me with the rules. Now, the rules are pretty important to me. As you can tell, there's not many rules. But there's one rule right here that I'm going to read out to you. If someone tries to belittle you in DMs and they're from this server, go to the server leader and show them screenshots recording on their behavior, and we will see if they need to be banned or kicked. No, do not record fake videos or edit screenshots, because we will be asking the other person to show us that they were hurting you in any way. Also, no copying and pasting text to us either, because you could have edited the text to frame a person. Those three rules that I said are key important for a server to work. Because, again, you will end up getting someone framed for something bad. Now, the main reason why I'm mainly reading this out is so I'm gonna send this to one of my friends right now. There you go. Hey, read rule 12 in my server. I made this rule specifically because there was this one girl. I'm gonna reveal her name because I don't give a shit about her, to be honest. I made this rule to protect my friends because there was multiple times that server members were attacking and harassing people to the point that were feeling suicidal, threatened, or hurt in any way. That's why I made that rule specific. Because I knew if I didn't make that rule specific, no one will listen to it. So that's why I always try to make sure people pay attention to the rules. Now, I'm going to show you guys examples on way you don't follow the rules. Me and my friend, Endercross, right here. We got into a fight about something. I had to make a couple of new rules to keep everything safe, where everyone is more happy. I legit told them, hold on, let me see. Panda. Where did I post that? Whatever. There's that rule. Let's go to there. There we go. So as you can tell, me and my friend got into a fight. I said something responsible right here. If you want to leave, do it. I won't stop you, because if you want to be selfish and not listen to my reasoning on why I don't like people talking like I am more popular than you because of the dumb views and subs, then leave. Because we all friends. We don't bring each other down by saying those things. My server is not for drama. That's why Beth is not here. That's why Delta is not here. That's why Lapis is not here. So if you don't like how I run my server, you can leave if you like. I won't stop you. I made that my mom actually helped me um helped me make that rule. But basically, the rules are simple to follow. I specifically made those rules for people to not give me forged evidence. The main reason why I don't like people giving me forged evidence is because there's multiple times that Bethany copy and paste text. There's multiple times that Bethany showed me a screenshot of half the conversation, and I got the other half of the conversation showing that she's like, yeah, we can do that. We can RP non-safe for work for kids RP. Yeah, we can do that. She only showed specifically small parts and say, oh, I felt like I was forced to do it. She will lie. Now, I'm gonna show you an example of not how you should solve a situation. Let's say I'm gonna open a different app real quick so I can type this. Let's say someone typed let's just say let's say a person named Lucy said, "You're not cool." Let's say Lucy typed that, and someone else said, let's Lake. Let's say someone named Lake. Lake said, let's say that happened. If Lucy deleted her message like that, let me just boop. Okay, there we go. Here's the example. Nothing really bad, but I'm gonna show you what Lucy would done. So let's say she deleted her message here, like she did that. Well, you're not a good friend. And Lucy typed, that hurt my feelings. People automatically think Lake is bad. But there's key things in that conversation. Look at the word well here. Look at that. Only some people in Discord will only use the word well after someone typed to them. Like, well, you're not a good friend. Sure, Lucy typed that, but she did say you're not cool because you do stupid RPs. People will actually get offended by someone like bashing their RPs. So of course they will respond like this. They will respond, well, you're not a good friend because they're a heart hurt. But everyone will see that they typed you're not a good friend. They will only see that, not the word well, because Lucy's telling them Lake told them they were mean. They only will see the word you're not a good friend. That's how someone can control the chat. They control the chat message. And people will automatically try to defend Lucy, but not getting both sides of the story. This is why I like the option of looking on my server settings, like all of this, and going to the auto look. The going to the let me see. Okay, like autolog and looking at if someone sent a message or deleted one. But since people only look at the word well and cut that out, people automatically think that Lucy is being hurt. Now, I'm going to show you another example of someone being controlling. Like, I'm going to show you guys the same conversation. Lucy. I don't know how to spell Dustin, so I'm just going to type that. Okay, see that conversation there. People will usually say that as a response to when someone says, I love you, right? Let's say, see, they will respond like that. Now, what if Lucy, why am I like kind of making every Lucy, no, not every Lucy does this. They deleted that message and this one's like, oh, I love you too. People will automatically look at the word this. They will immediately look at the word I love you. Like, oh, I love you, basically at times. They will not look at the word too. And Lucy, being the little bitch she is, will tell people like, oh, he said I love you. He's trying to cheat on his girlfriend type thing. That is being manipulated of chat. Now, I'm going to show you how people tend to do it a different way. There's many ways people can do this. Let's say I am recording. Let's say someone's recording and the person is typing like do 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 typing, and like is RPing like this. Let's say Lake is RPing. Lucy can say to another friend that she was forced to RP, but let's say if you scroll up in chat like whoop, and it shows let's say when someone scrolls up in chat and sees this, people will think that Lucy's lying. But Lucy will not show that chat. She will only show this part. The whole entire, like, kisses Lucy on the cheek. She will, like, blink out this part, like, whoop. And everyone will think that, like, is trying to make Lucy cheat. Or cheating on their, yeah. I was forced into a relationship once. Exactly. I'm going to show you another example. Let's say, someone saying mean things, like let's say, that, I'm not gonna say Skylar. Skylar, why not? I can't spell suicidal, so work with me. Fifi. Dot, 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 dot. Let's say someone said this, Skylar, you make me feel suicidal. Fifi, dot, dot, dot. Because you don't know how to respond to that. You automatically feel like it's your fault. But let's say above this chat, let's say Skylar was saying this. I need to like turn down the like there. Let's fee. That seems like a normal response that Fifi would do, right, guys? See, Skylar, you're a bad friend. You use people's here's. Let's just say she mistyped and said hearts. Fifi, no I don't. You're the one that does. Stop spreading rumors about me or I'll stop talking to you. That is a normal response for someone when they find out that someone is spreading rumors. That is an example of someone being manipulated. And when Skylar wants someone to be on their side, they will refuse to show the rest of the chat, and people automatically think that Fifi done something to make Skylar feel so because they will only see this chat because Skylar refused to scroll up in the chat. She will refuse. She was just like, this is more important because well, of course, people automatically feel bad for someone that's feeling suicidal and they want to protect them. And Fifi will be thrown under the bus like yesterday's trash. That's how some other people can manipulate things. Or if you're in a Discord call. Let's say blue guy over here. Let's say the blue blob over there and hold on. Copy. Whoop. Let's say the okay, hold on. Just give me a second. Eh. 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 Okay. Eh. 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 Stick figures. Let's say the red guy is starting a fight with the blue guy, and the blue guy is like, what did I do, man? Like, what did I do? Stop. You're being a jerk. Blue guy is saying that. But then if the red guy says, like, something out of nowhere, like this. Let's say red guy said this. Just put in red text. Let's say red guy said that. He's like, fine, I'll just kill / cut myself. It's going to be all your fault. Of course, the blue guy will automatically say, like, be surprised that this person said that. Like, the person they saw as a friend is threatening to say, like, hurt themselves. Of course, you immediately start apologizing for something that you didn't do. That is being manipulated of the chat / call. And if we're in a private call, no one can sign up for you. But if the blue guy has like loads of friends, let's just say these little circles over here will just be friends. Like, well, I'm like trying to explain this really weirdly. Doop, doop. Let's say the red guy has loads of friends that are standing up for him and saying, yeah, Blue did this, Blue did this. Blue's friends will automatically think lowly of him and don't want to be friends, so they're just gonna leave Blue alone to deal with Red's friends, like do that. That is being manipulated and turning people's friends against them. That is not okay either. Now, I'm also going to show you guys another example. If someone comes up to you and saying, I'm going to go get my mom and dad, and you have to deal with them, and they're going to think you're a bad person, and that, and they just, hold on, I'm going to copy and paste this guy again. And they say, and the person over here, let's put it as a pink and blue. Yeah. Let's say this guy, like the girl, is like, I'm gonna go tell my dad and mom, and you have to deal with them, and she goes off to go get her parents. But she never comes back with her parents. She just changes the subject like nothing happens. That is also being manipulated because the guy automatically thinks he's going to get in trouble and the police is going to get called on him, so he immediately starts panicking and going to his friends. But then she's like, "Oh, I was kidding, ha 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 ha." That's also being manipulated of the call and friends, and people on his friends will automatically think, "Oh, wow, he is just being pitiful and sad. What a lonely person he is," type thing. Like, again, that is not okay to do. You can't just go off and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go get my parents," and then you be in trouble, and they go off, and they leave the call or never come back. And when you try to tell your friend, you're like, "Hey, this is what happened." Your friend will think that you're just lying because that you don't have any proof that she said that, and she might like, "Oh yeah, I never said that." And then your friend's like, yeah, you're lying, and they leave, and you're just feeling like you just like misheard someone, or you feel like everyone is hitting down on you or something. That actually does happen in Discord. That actually does happen in Discord. Now, here's another example. Let's say the pink girl actually did get her parents and say, "Oh, this guy did this to me and I'm feeling suicidal because of it." No, do not do that. Do not say that someone is making you suicidal for them trying to stand up to you about your behavior. You will get more in trouble with your parents, then the guy is going to get in trouble with your parents. Because your parents will be smart enough to actually ask, "Hey, what did you say to my daughter?" And if your friend was in the call with you when they heard this happen, they will say that she was threatening to kill herself and hurt herself just because Blue Guy was telling her to stop trying to spam kill him in Minecraft. Their father will end up probably grounding your butt because of you lying and being manipulated and saying that you are going to kill yourself for no real reason. You will get in trouble for your dumb ass. But let's say two people are ganging up on you. Let me make two pink girls. Sorry, purple girl, be gone. Let's say two people are ganging up on you. Let's say you're the blue guy now. I'm just gonna type the word you on it. Hold on, can I do that? You. Okay. Let's say the blue guy is you. You see, the two girls are ganging up on you and saying really mean things. I'm not in the mood to type, but let's just say all this like little scribbles are rude words they're saying to you. And because they're saying so many negative things to you, loads and loads of your friends will start thinking that you are a bad person, that you should be ashamed of yourself. And you will immediately feel like, wow, I have no one. Again, that's being manipulative and turning people against people. That is also not okay to do. You do not have the right to turn their own friends against them because you are being manipulated and using past experiences and rumors to get what you want. That is honestly not okay to do. Because then, sooner or later, they will realize that you've been lying for them all along and you cause them to lose one of their closest friends. You'll end up losing all those new friends that you gained, and they will think they lost the most trustworthy friend because of you lying. That is also not okay. I'm using all of these examples because these are the things that actually do happen to people. People will lie, manipulate, and say so many bad things to hurt or to keep you in an emotionally abusive relationship. I'm going to use a past experience and a friend's past experience. I'm not saying his name, I'm not saying their ex's name, but let's say, actually, I don't even know if it's an ex or not, but they know who they are. But basically, let's say, no, can we just put her over here? Yeah, she's black. So let's say you and your girlfriend are having a lovely day, like hanging out, being a couple, and out of nowhere she started being toxic to your friends, like saying mean things to your friends. And all you can do is like apologize for her mistake. Like you over here saying, I'm sorry for what my girlfriend said, I'm sorry. And they're like, nothing's gonna fix, we're just gonna, yeah, bye. And you left alone with your like sucky girlfriend. Again, that is manipulation at its finest. Because then you will end up like feeling like you're alone even if you have a girlfriend because your girlfriend is being toxic to you, so you automatically feel alone. So yeah, let's say your girlfriend breaks up with you. You are vulnerable to someone breaking your heart. If someone like is toxic over here, let's say this guy is toxic to you. Read it. God dang. Let's say this person is being toxic to you and trying to get you to be a girlfriend or boyfriend. Cause I don't know if you guys are like transgender or binary. Whatever you are you. And this person over here is saying you should like date me. I'm so much better. I'm more nicer. And then when you actually start dating them, they start being a dickhead, and you feel like everyone is like that. No, don't think like that. If the person like actually starts showing like to say, how about we just be friends for right now and let's see from there, and the person's like, okay, fine, whatever. There like been loads of red flags. Hold on, let me look up the word red flag. Red flag. What does the meaning of red flag? Wait, no, that's red flag. Red flag.
Red flag.
Okay. Okay, so basically it says should remember to remain alert when a red flag are flying. No. What does a red flag represent? In a pulse like it is personal a symbol of no, that's not what I mean. Okay, so there's many meanings to the word red flag in a relationship. Red flags in a relationship. Okay, here it is. A dark of a secret past. Behaviors that are suppressed, legal evidence, and active behavior that haven't been resolved and continue into your relationship are obviously red flags. But you should ignore or access anything that strikes you as strange or makes you feel uncomfortable. What do you do when you see a red flag? No. What red flags do I give off? No. Why do we ignore red flags in a relationship? There we go. First, we ignore red flags because we are afraid they are telling the truth, painful story. Second, we are ignore the red flags because we think our intuition is wrong. It's simple cannot be right. So we engage in denial and carry on if someone is wrong because it's easier to deny than to go through the pain of conflict. That's why people ignore red flags. Red flags can be harmful and nerve-wracking. For instance, let's use a past experience. Let me look for the word red. Let me look for a simple red flag. Yeah, let me use this as a red flag. I'm too lazy. So let's say, oh god, that's a ginormous red flag. Let me just, let's say this person is showing a small, tiny flag. You first ignore it, like what it says, like what it says right here, like it says right there. So you first ignore it, but that red flag will slowly get bigger and bigger until you're just like, maybe I should leave. The person will automatically say, no, don't leave. I will fix my behavior. I promise I will change. I promise I will change. Just give me another chance, please. And you're like, and you being the kind little marshmallow of a cuteness you are, you're like, okay, and you say yes. And they're like, thank you very much. And they try to get closer to you, and the big red flag is humongous now, and you're just like, I need to freaking leave, boy. This guy is dangerous. Yeah, no bye. But the guy got you so close to him that he will manipulate you until you actually have to do whatever he wants. He'll bring up this. I thought you cared for me. I thought we were best friends. You promised that you would help me with things. Blah 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 blah. This can also go for relationships. The girl can also use reasons why you should stay and other things. And you will end up feeling like a miserable person for asking, hey, I need to be left alone to think. They will make you feel like you can't do that. Phone ringing again. I'm sorry. A lot of people are trying to call the house. I don't know why. Here's an example you can do from my past when your girlfriend forces you to choose between them and your friends. Yes, that is a good example. Let's say, oh god, whatever flag. Let's say there is multiple of your friends. Let's say there's multiple of your friends. Let me just put this over here real quick. Let me say there's multiple of your friends, and they're being friendemundos, friend compadres, and you're just like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, and I have really good friends. I am really happy. But your girlfriend over here just like, you have to choose them over me, and you're confused. You're just like, wait, what? Like, you're just confused. Like, should I choose my friends or my girlfriend? And you just end up going back and forth repeatedly. Back and forth repeatedly. And you will end up struggling with your choice because you don't want to lose your soulmate, but you don't want to lose your bros. You don't want to lose your compadres. You don't want to lose your friend and mundo family. But you also don't want to be alone again because your heart can't take being alone. This is called a trap. I like calling it a trap of relation. Trap relation in my vocabulary is where two sides force you to make a choice. Your friends will force you to choose your girlfriend or them, or vice versa. Your girlfriend said you had to choose them or her. Why can't there just be we can all be friends? There's many times where I'm friends with my friends' girlfriends, and they were nice to me. And sometimes when they're having trouble with relationships, they come to me because I have really good advice, as you can tell by this video. I have really good advice for a person that's 16. But I need to get some water. My mouth is dry as frick. But in all good choices, sometimes there's two chances that this will happen. Like 50-50. There is 50-50 chance this will happen and 50-50 for the other thing. Sometimes you would choose your girlfriend over your friends. And your friends will automatically think, wow, we're not important, okay? Nice being friends with you, and they will leave. They will just leave. And then you'll be all alone with your girlfriend, and then you feel like crap because you forced the only closest people that you were, like, close to. Like, you've been friends with these guys for so long, and your girlfriend forced you to choose them or her. Now, there's always this choice. You choose choose your friends, but your girlfriend is unhappy, so she goes to her friends and yells, "We're breaking up!" And she goes to her friends. And let's say, let's say her friends are also toxic. Her friends, and they will come up to you and start trying to bash you when your friends are busy doing something. They will try to start attacking you when your defenses are down and you can't go to your friends for help because they're doing other things. They will get you when your guard is down and when you're vulnerable. That's what happens at times. And the sad thing is, that constantly happens in the real world as well, because girlfriends can have a vendetta against you for choosing their friends. Now, I've been in a lot of relationships where, people... There's a lot of times where, people decided to do something stupid, like, not stupid. Sometimes they're in relationships, the girl can be friends with the guys, or you're dating one of your best friends and everyone's like, yeah, you're dating your best friend. Nothing will actually change much. It would just end up being a little bit buddy. Sure, someone would get jealous a little bit, but you guys are all friends and you're happy to be friends and blah, 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 blah. And it's like a big happy family. I prefer to see people trying to do that over being like hurtful. There's also other times where because you didn't choose your girlfriend, your friends might see you as a jerk and leave you. Like, let's just do a Vanosnop. Let's say your friends, like, you break up your girlfriend and you go to your friends like, hey, I had to break up with my girlfriend because she was being a bit toxic to me, saying I had to choose you guys or her, so I had to break up with her to keep my friendship with you guys. Someone might end up thinking, wow, that is a jerk move, my dude. Why would you do that? You could have, like, talked to her about it. And then you realize, like, oh yeah, I could have done that. Oh dear. And you automatically feel bad. But there's another but. What if your girlfriend was being rude to you, saying mean things like, "Oh, I think Jaden is really rude and talks too loud. I think Sapphire talks too much on her phone constantly when she's talking to her friends. Oh, I think this, I think that, I think," and she starts to deal. This goes for males too, not just girlfriends, males, both genders, and you automatically feel like, wow. What a bitch! Okay, I'm kidding. But some of you might say, what a bitch. But basically, you will say, wow, she's really toxic to me. Why am I even friends with her? Why am I even, like, in a relationship with her? So you go to your friends and tell her tell them about what to do and they give you good advice and you go do it, she automatically think, so you're choosing your friends over me? How dare you? And she goes off to go talk to her friends or her mom because she's a wimp. But, or sometimes the boy would just walk off and go emo. That kind of happens too. And you automatically feel like, wow, I'm such a dick for trusting my friends' opinions. Yeah, so toxic relationships can also work like that. And there's a lot of relationships that are happening online, and that actually does happen. Let's say, be gone friends. Let's say, let's just put this guy over here, but ignore him for now. Let's say you're having a good day with your girlfriend, and out of nowhere she starts feeling depressed. You automatically try to cheer her up. She like starts saying like, you shouldn't date me, you should have not done this and that. I'm sorry, my nose is kind of plugged. I don't know why it's plugged. Eh. But she automatically starts saying like rude stuff about herself. That's a red flag in my book. Because my ex did the exact same thing. Now, if the person, after you, like, if you got into a fight a couple times and the person constantly say, you should break up with me, you should break up with me, over and over and over to you, that is a red flag that the person is trying to break up with you anyway. How did I know this? Because my ex, did that. My ex kind of did that. And it kind of sucks that happens. So this is why I believe that and it can happen in reverse. You might end up being toxic and saying you should break up with me and should break up with me, and the person will think that you're trying to break up with them. And sometimes that actually does happen, and sometimes it happens for the best because you might end up meeting someone else and well, feel more happy. If the person keeps constantly like saying, "Oh, girlfriend and boyfriend should not hang out 24/7. Girlfriend and boyfriends don't have to do everything together. Girlfriend and boyfriends don't have to like everything together." And blah 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 blah. Saying all these things that usually you believe that girlfriend and boyfriends do. Like they hang out with each other a lot. They um talk about specific things they like. And if the person is like, "Oh, I don't like that. We have to watch this," and you like, but it's my turn, and the person doesn't listen and automatically puts the goddamn movie in. But again, past experience. But and you'll automatically feel like your opinion feels significant to theirs, so you just go with them, like the alpha males leading the beta male, just like like that. You automatically feel like she is belittling you, and you feel like there's no escape. It's always going to be the same. That does happen. That does happen to people. And it's kind of sad that no one actually helps people out when this happens. And sometimes your friend will be offering to help you, but you're too nervous to ask for help. That's what happened to one of my friends. This was happening with my friend Corky, Cork, whatever. I was talking to him. Let me just change this. Eh. Eh. Let's say, okay, so let's say I was talking to my friends in a call, and he was saying how these two girls. You get Wolpert over here. Hang on. have to be quiet for this. Let's say these two, and he's told me that these two girls are ganging up on him and saying mean things and causing all of his friends to leave him. And me being me, I'm like, hey, I can help you out, tell them to stop and this and this. But he and his girlfriend just like left the call, and I'm just like, guys, I was trying to help you. Yeah, that kind of made me mad. Like I said, that's the main reason why I started this video, to point out like how to point out the signs when someone is being goddamn toxic. But I was like, hey, I can help you out. I can show you like how to get information. I can show you how to prove that she's doing this to you. I can show you how to show your friends that she's manipulating you and lying to you. You legit told me that she's being goddamn manipulative of you. And he's like, and he didn't like. He started saying like, "No, Panda, I can deal with it." And I'm like, "Boy, you're starting to feel suicidal. You legit called me once, crying about it. So my God, let me help you, you piece of fluff and marshmallow." And they're like, "Peace out," and just left. They goddamn left. So I'm like, "Boy, I'm trying to help." So yeah, they just kind of didn't want me to help at all. And I feel kind of miserable because when someone is offering you to help and you say no and you said that you just want to deal with the pain on your own, if someone is offering to help, you should actually accept the help. Because you don't know when the person can actually help. Because the person, let's say let's say like Corgi was like talking to me like do, and the two girls came up to him and started saying some bullshitty things, and Corgi in the moment say, "Hey Panda, don't get involved," and just walk away. I'll be like, "Bitch, I'm getting involved, mother." Let's say that. Your friend will automatically feel like you're being a wimp and just like go with you, because what else are you gonna do? But one thing Corgi could have done, asked his friend for help. Like, hey, can you help me with this? I'm not in the mood, and I'm out of like I'm emotionally unstable because they keep bullying me for the last couple of weeks. Can you please help me? And your friend will be like, yeah, sure, my dude, I can actually help you. And you like thank you, and your friend stands the frick up for you. That's friendship, man. That's goddamn friendship. And you need to remember, friendship is magic. Like, let your friends help you when you feeling like you can't help yourself, because every human being needs a friend on this planet. That's one thing that I realize. Every human being needs a friend, and this is why I like making these videos for my friends. All the videos that I make are for my friends. And since my friend didn't do what I just explained, he's letting these two chicks follow him around, being a douche to him constantly. And all I have to do is sit the fuck down and watch the fireworks of depression. And that is not actually healthy at all, because your friends are willing to help, but you're refusing to let them help. Like, legit, look over here. Like, you have so many friends that want to help you, but you being you over here say, no, I can handle this, even if you emotionally can't handle it. You're breaking down, you feel like you're gonna hurt yourself, you feel like if they don't stop hurting, like doing the things that they're doing to you, you feel like you're gonna just end everything. That's when you need to like take a step back and like, oh, I need my friend's help, or I might just drive myself incredibly insane to the point that I feel like dying. That's when you ask your friends like, hey guys, can you help me out, please? Your friends will like say, yeah, sure, why not? I can help you. Let's go talk to those girls together. You form a pack of like people to go talk to these people, and they being Frickin' wimps, mother frickin' French fries. They will be like, oh god, there's too many people. There's too many people. And they will immediately start trying to apologize to you. But you, being the way you are, plus the power of friendship, is like, no, I don't forgive you. You've been trying to threaten me. You're trying to been hurting me. I said no to your dumb bullshittery. You've been hurting me over and over and over again, saying mean things, turning my friends against me. I have to say no and put my foot down because you're a piece of shit. And that's when you walk away from your friend. That's when you walk away. Bye. That's when you walk away from your friends because that's how you solve a situation when you have this many friends. You have the power to confront them, and if the girls try to be like hitting you like a bitch, like bitch slapping you, and trying to be a bitch, one of your friends can come out of nowhere and just beat the shit out of them because the power of friendship compels. And that's why it's always a good idea when you're getting like hurt by two people, just get two more people in your friend group and then you have like four people attacking the person. But basically, that's why I prefer my friends to come and tell me that something is going on, that someone is harassing them, someone is trying to hurt them, because I know how that feels to be overpowered and beat down repeatedly. Because that has happened to me many times before. And it probably happened to you guys many times before because it's inevitable. There's no way to escaping it. There's no way of ignoring it. You just feel like all you can do is to curl up in a corner and cry because of the way the person is treating you, and you feel like you're not strong enough to deal with them. You're not able to feel like they are even your friends. You feel like you can't do anything. You feel like you are unstable. You feel like you have to do something to fix it, but you don't know how. So you mainly have to go to your friends or do what I do. Get an adult. Like online, parents are more lenient to people having like friends that are like 18, 19, probably early 20s. Like some parents are lenient and let kids be friends with those type of people. You can, and the person, if the people that are bullying you are the same age, you can go to your friends that are adults, and your mom and dad. No, make sure your mom and dad knows they are adults, and make sure the adults are friends with your parents on Discord. Make sure to go up to them and say, "Hey, these girls are attacking me. What should I do?" They will be, smart adults, because adults can be smart, or sometimes they can't. I don't know. The adults will go to the person, and if the person finds out they are an adult and they can legally call the police for harassment, they will immediately try to apologize. Because this happened to Beth, because I made her terrified, because my dad actually came into the room once, and she got scared. So, don't mess with parents, because they will freak you up. But mainly what I'm trying to get at here is that if your friends are being hurtful in any way, like hurtful, like saying rude things, don't run away from your problems. Don't hide from it. Don't say, screw it, I'm just gonna let them do it. You will end up making yourself a big ass hole, and they will push you into that hole to break your legs and make you feel smaller compared to them because you are literally in a hole now and they're on top. So never ever try to say that someone is meaningless, someone is not important to you. Because, and never say, oh, you're making me suicidal, because you will end up making that person feel suicidal because they are feeling like they're getting blamed for someone trying to kill themselves. Because someone told me that once, and I almost actually did go kill myself, and that terrified me. Heck, it took And there was like multiple times where someone was picking on me and they lied to me. There was people going up against me. I was having none of that, and I almost took my life. But thanks to my cat being an annoyance he is, kept meowing and pestering me over and over and over until I snapped out. Cause he was hungry and cats meow like freaking sirens. Like like really loud. So thanks to my cat, I am alive because remember, appreciate your pets, guys. But because of my pet, I'm still alive to this day. Words can hurt in so many ways. I am gonna shout out one of my classmates here. Hello, Alyssa. How are you? Say hi to Kona for me. But Alyssa, there was a guy named Anthony that I used to go to school with. On the last week of him staying at school, because he had transferred to another school in Orville, he said, I hope you all die and go kill yourself to everyone. And Alyssa told me this. I felt like I was gonna have to kill myself because of what he said. Because to her, Anthony was the closest ass motherfucking friend that everyone appreciates, and him saying that damaged her in more ways than one. And she told me that she ended up doing something that she regrets a bit. And I was comforting her, and we were walking when she told me this, and showed me her arm, and I was like, oh God, you did that? And she's like, yeah. She felt ashamed of hurting herself, but she also felt ashamed because she almost took her life. And I was pissed off at Anthony. Not my dad, but and my sister's boyfriend. There's like so many people named Anthony. But I was really pissed off at Anthony because he got into our friend group, and when the last week he said that Alyssa like saw this guy as like the coolest ass person, the kind person, the person that will legit come to school with a big ass blanket and you wear a unicorn onesie all day. A totally trash talk her and beat her down and said that to her. That will end up getting into someone's head and hurt them more ways than one because they will feel like they've been lied to the whole entire time they've been friends with that person. Never ever tell someone to go kill themselves because they might end up doing it. There's so many people that will end up trying to kill themselves because of something that happened to them. My dad almost did it once. My mom almost did it once. I almost did it once. There are so many people out there that has severe depression, and if you just push them over just a little bit, they will end up being depressed and heartbroken because they trusted you and you trusted them, and you decided to use their trust for your advantage. That is a cold-hearted thing that will happen in real life. People at jobs, businesses, does that all the time. And it's painful to see because there's legit a freaking forest in Japan called the suicidal forest. And you will find business people, business women in trees. And that is the sad thing about real life. That people will take their lives because of hurtful or things they do. Like drug addicts, they smoke weed or pot to drown their sorrow away because they feel like life has been taking things away from them. Legit, a YouTuber I watch is in the hospital right now because she almost took her life. And that shocked me because she has so many people supporting her. But people that she trusts probably hurt her, and words cannot fix it. Because when you get hurt by someone that you call family, when you get hurt by a person you love, it will internally break you down to the point that you feel like little of a person. You'll feel like all the achievements, all the accomplishments that you did will be nothing because of the way the person treated you. And that's why it's so goddamn important to never say you're going to kill yourself or say go kill yourself to someone. go jump off a cliff, go kill someone. Because there are so many times that Bethany told me to go kill my own boyfriend, and I went to my boyfriend and I broke down crying. You can ask him yourself. I did break down crying to him about it. My friend spent an hour trying to cheer me up, saying that my boyfriend won't die because of what Beth said to me. Words can hurt more than you can describe a painting. And the sad thing is that people will say these things and not know the causes and effects. Heck, there's even people out there that knows what's going to happen but do it anyway because they want to see someone suffer and feel like they are meaningless. This is why one of my friends, Elemental, I'm sorry I'm going to bring this up, he had a close friend that he called a sister named Evelyn. Delta did something to Evelyn to the point that she broke and killed herself. She's actually dead right now. And when I found out this, I looked back at all the times that I talked to Delta. He lied and manipulated people. But I won't think of him as a person that cannot change. There's so many friends that learned from their mistakes that they can change to a better person. Like, there's so many times that I went to a friend and I'm like, wow, you changed a little bit. What's new? And they tell me what changed them. That's why I see the good in people, and Drake tells me that is not a good idea for me to keep in mind. Especially because of Lapis and Bethany and Delta, but we're not going to get in on that. And there's so many times that people will try to use the law against someone. There's so many times that people say that someone raped them on the internet. There's so many times that people said certain things. And the sad thing is that the police will listen to the girl more than the boy. And that's the sad thing about it. Because the police, I don't know what's going on because a lot of people believe a girl more over a boy because boys have the tendency of like hiding their feelings. They were taught to do that. So, and a lot of boys don't take things seriously, but there's many guys on here that will actually break down crying in a call, pleading for help, but no one helps them because they're like, boys can do it on their own. They can stand up for themselves. Or their own friends say that are guys. And that's the sad thing, too, about life. Because guys are treated as masculine, strong. But not all the time. Boys have feelings, too. They cry, they feel, they fear, they feel emotion, they feel love. But people treat them like they have to be a freaking sumo wrestler with lack of emotion to keep themselves strong in this world. There's so many times that my friends told me that you have to be emotionless to get by in life. And because of so many people breaking these guys down, there's like one of my friends made that he went offline for like 9 months. And he finally came back and apologized for disappearing. I asked him what the fuck happened, and he told me he got broken down and was trying to kill himself. So there are guys out there that are emotionally breaking and hurting. But people just turn a blind eye because boys are seen as strong. They will be seen as weak if someone comes and helps them. So, never tell someone to go kill themselves. Never tell someone to go kill someone. Never say that you're blaming someone for you killing yourself or hurting yourself. Because you automatically putting so much pressure on them to the point that they will feel suicidal themselves. No, this is all from past experience. I have witnessed a lot of shit. I have witnessed a lot of things that a lot of people have witnessed themselves. This is why I always tell my friends, if you ever have a problem with drama, I can help. If you ever need help with something, I can help. If you ever need a friend to vent to, I can help. I let Drake vent to me about Naruto for an hour and 2 hours and a half. I let someone yell at me for 10 to 20 minutes because they felt like they needed to. I sat in calls with people crying out for help, and I am there to help them. This is why it's important to be a supportive friend to someone. Because you don't know when they're going to take their life, or you don't know when someone's going to make them do it themselves. You don't know when someone's going to be pushed over the edge to the point that will delete their Discord and never come back. There's so many times that two friends disappeared without a goddamn trace, and I never got to talk to them again. Jamie disappeared. My friend Ender, elemental Ender or Ender Mystic Ender. I don't know. I know it's not Ender Chaos because that is my other friend Ender, the 25-year-old Ender. He disappeared too. There's so many people that disappeared and then reappeared, and I asked them, "Where have you been?" and they don't tell me shit. There's so many times that I felt like I needed to. Remember the time either you ranted to me and I ranted to you? Yeah, there's so many times that I helped someone and someone helped me. This is why I made my Discord server. This is why I made this server right here. Right here I'm showing up screen. Because all of these people treat each other like family and friends. Every single last one of them. And I thrive on people being friendly and supportive of one another. I freaking love how people come together, talk about things they like, talk about how talk about stupid things they done, all of that. So this is why I made this specific rule. This is why I made this specific rule here. If someone tries to belittle you in DMs and they're from this server, go to the server leader and show them screenshots or a recording on their behavior, and we will see if they need to be banned or kicked. No, we do not want don't record fake videos or edited screenshots because we will be asking the other person to show us that they were hurting you. Also, no copy and pasting text either to us either because you could have edited the text to frame someone. So yeah, your words and your actions can hurt someone mentally and physically. You can hurt your partner in a relationship. You could say something that would cause someone to end their life. So these are the things you need to know to make sure someone doesn't kill themselves. 1. Don't force evidence to frame someone. 2. Never tell someone to kill themselves or tell someone to kill someone else. 3. Never say you're going to kill themselves because of the person. 4. Don't make fake recordings to frame someone of them hurting you. 5. Never edit or delete messages because the person will end up trying to take a picture of the messages to show that you were doing something. 6. If you have a feeling that you're feeling uncomfortable about a relationship, go ask for a friend to help. 7. If your significant other is making you choose between your friends or your friends over your girlfriend, you need to sit them down in a call so you can discuss why they're doing this. 8. If a person is telling you little things about your friends, like this person eats too loud or this person does this, they are manipulating you into being their puppet. That can happen. 9. Never turn friends against one another, because you will end up making that person hate you for life. 10. If you have a problem with someone and you feel like you have no one else to turn to an adult. Turn to your mother and father for help. Or turn to an adult that is in the Discord server or in the online server for help. 11. Never, ever say you're going to kill a person. Never say you're going to kill a person for making your friend hurt. Because then your friend will think of you like a monster or someone to be feared. And you don't want your friend to feel like if they do something wrong, they will get hurt too. Eh, eh. 12. If a person is being toxic to the point that they're turning your friends against you, get your other friends for help. My God. Freaking Tyler. God damn it, Tyler. Why can't you do this? 13. Never, ever listen to the negative things that person is telling you. You are perfect the way you are. You are strong. 14. If you ever feel like you're being put down for something you like, then just leave the conversation. 15. If the person is spreading rumors about you on a server, go to the server leaders and ask them to delete those messages and confirm that they were all rumors. Give the person evidence of your chat with the person. Give recording evidence of the person being manipulated. 16. If you ever get the thought of trying to get revenge on someone for doing something that they never did, don't do it. Because you know if you try to start a fight with someone that did nothing wrong to you, you will end up turning a lot of your friends against yourself. 17. If you ever feel like you're alone because you don't have a relationship, you have your friends. 18. If you feel like your significant other is, being abusive, emotionally abusive, or trying to be physically abusive, go to your friends for shelter. They will try to help you and protect you. 19. If your friends are being abusive and manipulated to you, go to your girlfriend or boyfriend for help. They will try to get your parents involved and try to protect you themselves. And finally, 20. Your friends and your girlfriend or boyfriend are your best defenses against people online at times, because they will take time out of their day to listen to both sides of the story to protect you. I'm probably going to keep going at this one. And 21. Get both sides of the story before you make a conclusion, because you can't just make a conclusion on one story. You have to get both sides of the story, or you're going to make a badass mistake. 22. Never forge evidence. You will end up probably getting framed for forging evidence and get in more trouble than the person's going to get in trouble for. Number 23. If someone threatens to hurt you anyway and keep harassing you, get a police officer. No, I'm not joking. Get a real life police officer and report the person. If they keep doing it, you can recall that police officer and they can go find the person and put a restraining order on that person for harassing you and trying to hurt you and your friends. Number 24. If in any way that the person threatens to come and kill you or kill your friends, you have the obligation to say, hey, if you don't stop this behavior, I am legally allowed to call the police on you and get you arrested for harassment and attempt of murder. Because if the person actually takes their time out of their day to hack into your computer to find where you live, you can evaluate that the person is hacking your computer to find out where you live. Because that thing can actually happen on Discord because there's so many people that I know threatening to hack me just because I emotionally broke down crying about something. Number 25. If you ever feel like someone, I understand all of this, note, a joke, not a joke. If you believe that someone is after you and you know who it is, go tell your friends and then go tell an adult in your life because they will contact the police so the police can go find this person to defend you and protect you. Your best bet of protection from the internet world is your family or the police officer or a police officer because police officers can help you. And I think, never lie to someone. Always try to be truthful and honest. Unless you have to lie about certain information like real life things, like you have to lie about someone saying they're gonna hurt you. If someone's like saying they're gonna like hurt you and then you have to lie about where you live to protect you, that is okay. If you lie about like where you live to protect yourself, that is okay. And finally, if you see red flags on specific friends online, go to another friend and ask them and describe what this friend is doing. Describe what is this toxic friend is doing to you and describe how you feel. Your friend that trusts you and will protect you will stand up for you and help you out. They will help you out and make sure you're okay. That is all the information that you need to know. That's all the information that you need to know to protect yourself online. Because there are so many people that will take their time out of their day to try to hurt you or do something to you. So remember, everyone, that if you need more information, talk to an adult, or you can go to an actual police office and ask them about the laws. The police officers will gladly try to help you to understand the laws so you can be protected. Because on the internet, there's not many laws protecting you from cyberbullying and death threats. So remember, everyone, if you actually feel like someone is threatening to hurt you, you are obligated to go to your parents and ask if they need to call the police. If the person's actually threatening to hack you to find where you live and threatening to hurt you and hurt your family, you are obligated to call the police for help. this is all the information that you will probably need to know and probably need to understand to defend yourself and to protect yourself from the online world. Because there's so many people out there. There's so many people out there that will actually end up killing themselves because of your actions. As I always say, don't be a Bethany, don't be a Delta, and don't be a Lapis. Because Lapis tried to sue a 15-year-old for just lying to him online. Bethany tried to say someone raped her even though the person lives all the way in Canada. She lives in Texas. Why the fuck was someone got out of the way to fly all the way down to frickin' Texas to see her ass? Even though her face looked. And finally, don't act like a pervert. Don't molest or try to sexualize someone and bag them into a sexual RP with you. If you feel forced to do something against your will, you are obligated to stop typing and go to your family for opinions. Because that's how pedophiles happen online. Because there's not many police officers online protecting kids from cyberbullying and sexual harassment online. This has been Lasana Gamer, and I'm going to be signing out because I need to get some water and my throat is hurting like hell. So if someone said something and they're trying to bully me, I will say, oh yeah, yeah. Because then the song gets stuck in their head. Ooh. But anyway, I'll see you all next time, and I hope this video is, but remember everyone, if you ever need help with certain things, including my friends, because this is addressed to you guys as well, make sure to come to me and tell me that you're gonna need help. Thank you all for joining and watching this live stream. I hope this video was entertaining and informational, because I wanted you guys to understand that this does happen, and I hope you guys understand this. This has been Lasana Gamer, and I will be signing out. Bye bye!